2, 1. And the button has officially been hit now on us. We should be L-I-V-E live. Let me just quickly run to the channel real quick. I do have everyone here. I do apologize for the delay. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're good. Apologies for the delays, everyone. He had a long day at work, and, well, yeah, I'll just leave it at that, okay? But anyways, don't mind other background noise. We do have another special guest in here, and I do mean special, because, this particular person wanted to join us for this. Anyways, with that out of the way, SummerSlam 2021. Oh boy, your so-called summer destination vacation. The first SummerSlam to ever happen on a goddamn Saturday. Why a Saturday when the TakeOver's gonna be on a Sunday? Don't ask me, folks. You know, funny how only 2 years ago everything was the other way around. Now it's not the case anymore, and then, well, NXT might be, but we'll save that when we get to TakeOver 36, which, for now, we're gonna start with SummerSlam 2021. That's right, folks. For the first time ever in this channel's history, we are doing a double feature of predictions, and we doing it live because of the way things are with our real lives and stuff. Damned if we will, damned if we won't. We always find a way here at Acceptance Wrestling Network. So enjoy this double feature of predictions for both WWE SummerSlam and NXT TakeOver 36. Also sponsored by Stream 1 Wrestling here, which we are currently recording it in for whatever reason. I'm CoffeeLover239, and with me as always is Orange Cassidy's personal hype man, Healy.
I'll tell you something, this SummerSlam, you know, it can be just referred to as another SummerSlam, but the cards combined with the, you know, the venue and the amount of people, the capacity of the crowd, this feels like a WrestleMania-esque card and WrestleMania-esque pay-per-view right now.
That's what they're trying to do, my man. I mean, that's what they were trying to do to make SummerSlam even bigger than Mania because of all the crazy crap that happened with it. And, of course, as always with us, our resident John Moxley stan, Steven.
What's up, guys? I might sound a little bit different. My voice is a little bit, how can I say, a little bit, I kind of almost lost my voice a little bit.
He was excited over CM Punk's return.
Yes, and I'm just gonna be, they say this year is gonna be the summer of Cena, but I say two things for summer this year, so yes.
Yes, indeed. And finally, our very special guest who is joining us today. Nickname I should do. How about, I guess, no. We're not in AWN right now, so that doesn't work. No, like, you know how I say Orange Cassidy's personal hype man, and you, the resident John Moxley, said, how about our link between wrestling and anime? Because why the hell not? Our link between wrestling and anime, and my girlfriend, Mimi. Don't mind her there, she's often got other background stuff going on basically here, but I promise we'll get to this stuff here anyways. Anyways, we've got one hell of a card to get through, so let's just not waste any more time. Ooh, by the way, I'm going to do something a little bit different here. We've never done this before. Turn us on, and oh shit, it's minimized. Wait a second, pull that up. Hold on, we're having slight issues here. Hold on, this wasn't... That was not part of the deal here. Okay. Refresh. Okay, and ha! How do you like that? I finally figured out how to get pictures up, so you don't just have to look at Becky Lynch's face for the rest of the whole video. How?
Oh, I would love that. I would love to see that on video.
Too late. Oh, there she is. Yeah, too late though, because I do need to give the people more than the same image to look at for the next time. Okay, what am I saying? Let's get on with this shit. You know what's coming here, so let's just do it. Hit it. Wait. That's a little low volume. I have JD's stream running here because everyone is so busy. Let's just pull up this first match and go. So there's our first match on the card. It's, let me... Okay, turn that back down. Okay, our first match. Nikki Ass versus Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. I mean, Android 18 versus Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. So at Money in the Bank, Nikki Ass won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, earning a contract for the Women's Championship match of her choice at any time of her choosing. While later that night, Android 18 defeated Rhea Ripley to win the Raw Women's Championship. The following night on Raw, Flair defended the title against Ripley in a rematch. However, Flair was disqualified after striking Ripley with the title belt. Thus, Ripley won the match, but not the championship. Ripley and Flair then brawled, and Ripley performed the Riptide on Flair at ringside. Nikki then ran out and cashed her Money in the Bank contract on Flair to win the Raw Women's Championship. The following week, Flair and Ripley staked their claims to challenge Nikki for the title at SummerSlam. WWE officials Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville resolved the matter by scheduling Nikki to defend the championship against Flair and Ripley in a triple threat match at the event. I'm gonna be honest, this Nikki, almost a superhero, Ash, or Ass, it's just not doing it for me, okay? It's straight up not doing it for me, basically, there. It's not doing it, I'm not feeling it, and it just... It's not working. I'm not happy with this at all. You took basically what was once original and awesome and turned it into something, well, not awesome with this gimmick here. Getting sick Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley is not what she used to be, so... Yeah, I really don't have much else to add to this, to be honest. Healy, who do you think's gonna win?
I mean, I tried to think back to previous matches. I mean, we know Charlotte, Ripley, and Nikki are all great competitors. Of course, I always think back to that triple threat match at WrestleMania Backlash, probably my favorite match on that show. Ripley and Charlotte. Of course, you can swap Nikki for Asuka, and Asuka, I feel, was a much more well-rounded performer than Nikki. But it's still going to be a good match. As who I think's going to win. I don't know. I mean, I don't think, as sad as it is to say, I don't think they're done yet with the Nikki experiment. I feel like they've got tons and tons of time to have Charlotte eclipse Ric Flair or Cena or anyone else, Triple H, Orton. She can do that. Like, she's got years in her. I believe she's, what, 33 right now?
Something like that here for... Wait, Charlotte? I believe so. Let me look real quick.
Mid-30s.
35.
Yes. So she's got at least 5 top years left in her, especially with her gene pool. You know, her dad being a guy who wrestled well into his 50s and into his 60s.
But forget about the 60s, just because that was...
Yeah, we don't want to see a saggy Charlotte, but anyway, I think it's going to be, and this is going to be curveballs going to throw people, you know, the wrong direction to what they think they're going to pick for. I'm going to go for a wild card. I'm going to go for Nikki to attend.
I see. Steven, who do you think's going to win?
Who I think's gonna win? I don't care for this match. I don't know when don't really care unless I will be falling asleep. I mean, I'm gonna go to sleep. GTS go to sleep in this match. And I think who I think is gonna win? Nikki Trash.
Yeah, or Nikki Ass, as I'm gonna say. Nini, my love, who do you think's gonna win for the Raw Women's Triple Threat? Oh boy. Hold on, this may not have been the best of ideas. Well, she's in the process of some moving stuff going on here, so I might have to work this out here. Might as well mention what I think. It's kind of hard to say, okay, Rhea Ripley we can just rule out immediately, because I don't think she's gonna win. And I get to those two, then, okay, think. What to do. Here's the thing. Charlotte is kind of... It's tough, because they still want to just put Charlotte in the limelight, yet at the same time, with the fact that her fiancé is an AEW, and the fact is, she was actually backstage at a Triple H show to support him there, and Ric Flair, of course, accompanied him to the ring, like, for his match with Kenny Omega at their most recent pay-per-view. It's tough to say, really. I know they really want to, but maybe they might be onto something with the fact that, basically, whatchamacallit, yeah, that they're going to continue this whole experiment with Nikki. I have a feeling, since it's still early, we are far from out of the madness, and let me tell you, it's probably going to be painful, so I'm going to go with Nikki Ash to win this one. I'll say her name correctly once. Alright. Okay, Mimi, you there? Oh, hell. She's not doing it here. Let me just shoot a message real quick here. She's just... Alright, let me shoot a message here.
Probably a bad idea, I'm assuming.
What? What's not... Yeah, hold on. Who do you think will win in women's triple threat? Yeah, I just need a text answer. If you can just text me back the answer there, even then, you don't even have to say it here or whatever, but still. Oh, this is becoming serious.
In the meantime,
Okay, we still have like 9 matches left here. Alright, otherwise... Yeah, don't mind her. Unfortunately, she's in the middle of some busy stuff here, so... Unfortunately... yeah, okay. Shall we just...
let's continue. Let's
Alright. Oh boy, we might be waiting. Okay, people, well... That's one match at least, so we still have like 5 more matches with actual detail into it, come to think of it. Okay, I don't know. Let's just recap, I guess, or... Honey! Oh boy. We'll just have to go on to the next one. Let's just get hers on the next one there. Or we can just wait till the end and get everything. I don't know. Let's just go to the next one. Just play the fucking music here. Okay, that was bad. You probably barely heard that. Try that again. Next up is Roman Reigns versus John Cena for the WWE Universal Championship. This is probably the match everyone is most looking forward to on the card, and for good reason. Okay, where is it? Sorry, I blinked out there. Okay, wait, where is it? There it is. It's at the top. Following Roman Reigns' successful defense of the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank, he declared that everyone could now acknowledge him. John Cena then made a surprise return in WWE, making his first appearance with the company since WrestleMania 36 in April 2020, where he had a brief stare-down with Reigns before performing his signature, "You can't see me," taunt at Reigns. Instead of waiting until SmackDown, Cena appeared on Raw the next night to explain himself, declaring he wanted to put Reigns in his place. He then officially challenged Reigns for Universal Championship at Summerslam. On SmackDown, Cena then appeared to confront Reigns. However, Reigns rejected the challenge and instead accepted a challenge from Finn Balor, who himself had returned to SmackDown the previous week. During the contract signing the following week, Reigns signed the contract first. However, as Balor attempted his signature, he was attacked by Baron Corbin, who instead tried to sign it because Corbin is broke right now and is desperate. Cena then came out, attacked Corbin, and signed the contract himself, which shouldn't have even been allowed, but this fucking company doesn't give a shit about logic, thus booking Reigns to defend the Universal Championship against Cena at SummerSlam. After getting into a heated promo on SmackDown the night before SummerSlam, Reigns said he would leave WWE if he could not defeat Cena. With that said, that's probably not going to be the case, more than likely, because, let's be honest, Cena has a movie after this, quite frankly. He has a movie after SummerSlam that he's going to be shooting, so would it really be wise for him to take the title, win it, and then go on there? I don't think so. And even if this somehow was the case, and even if Roman somehow actually did leave, he probably would just go to Hollywood like The Rock, you know what I mean? Oh shit. Here. Alright. Okay, let's just get through this. Alright, I pretty much, this is, like I said, most anticipated match we're looking forward to on SummerSlam. Whatchamacallit? Fuck me here. Hold on a second. Hold on, we've got a slight problem. Hold on a second, slight problem.
How'd that happen?
Oh, there you are, my love. There you are. Yeah, the background noise was going on there. I think it was a little bit too much. Sorry, it wasn't me who did it, by the way. Because I'm too busy trying to read off all this shit. But anyways, my love, by the way, you didn't answer my question earlier. I texted you. Who do you think is going to win the Raw Women's Triple Threat?
Nah, it doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter. We'll just throw a name then. Just pick whatever.
As long as it's not Ray, I'm fine.
Then we'll just say that. But then we'll just go with that then. Thank you. Now where was I? Oh yeah, Reigns and Cena. Most anticipated match of the card. The dynamics have switched from a few years ago when Reigns was not exactly the tribal chief then. I don't know if the promo work has quite been crazy, but I could say maybe has been. You know, hell, you almost ruined Seth Rollins. Hell, you ran Dean Ambrose out of WWE. And yeah. Oh yeah, don't forget the missionary line. 20 years of missionary was good enough for you, but it wasn't good enough for Nikki Bella.
Oh, and don't forget about the Punk reference.
Oh yeah, hop the Allegiance Barricade, bleed, blow him a kiss, and run the other way. Woo! Alright, you guys get the idea. Healy, who do you think's gonna win?
I feel like this last minute stipulation of if Reigns, the overwhelming favourite, loses, he will leave WWE. I feel like this is just trying to save face to get people to tune into SummerSlam after you know who did you know what at AEW yesterday.
Yep.
Which is insane. Just a thought on that. Holy fucking shit, you can believe that if you need to. Anyway, back to the match. Yeah, it's going to be a good match, I think. You know, if anything, it will establish Roman even further, if not, like, fully establish him as the absolute man of the past decade and the future decade. I'm just excited for this. It feels like a real coronation. I mean, you know, we've had Reigns beat Wyatt, Strowman, Edge, Bryan, both Usos, Cesaro, Rollins, I think maybe, or is that yet to come. Either way, Roman Reigns has beaten a lot of guys, but none with the magnitude and the name and just all the accomplishments that John Cena brings with him. So to have him beat Cena, you know, and also nearly come full circle in a full year reign, like there's nothing more like, you know, finite, full stop, end, finish. Nothing more, nothing more concrete than the fact that Roman Reigns will go down as one of the best of all time. And yeah, kayfabe titles are fake, but you know, it's about the moments, and it's about Reigns has never been booked stronger. Just, you know, making this, give him a title for another year. I don't mind it. That's controversial, but I don't mind it.
Wow. I don't know about that, but you better have someone build up by this coming WrestleMania, or we're going to be in real trouble.
Yeah, so just have Roman win now, and then maybe Big E. Who knows?
Yeah, but I don't
yeah,
know.
Roman to win.
Some people, I don't know. I mean, some people do want Big E to cash in on Bobby Lashley, but if Lashley retains tonight, that might be highly unlikely. But again, we'll get to that when we get to it, because that's literally the next match. Steven, who do you think's going to win?
This is the Summer of Cena, and I'm excited for it. I'll be there. I'll watch it. Even though it's going to be a scary pay-per-view to watch with one women's match that we're going to get to later that... Oh, I got some things to say about that.
We know, man. I have a feeling.
But, I think Roman's going to retain... I think I know what's going to happen later on, who's going to come back. Another, Hollywood star, Dwayne, you know.
Oh, yeah. Rock.
So, Roman's gonna retain, and all I say is Roman's not leaving. He's not going anywhere. Roman's making SmackDown great. Roman's been doing a great job keeping that title a thing on him. Like, he's doing absolutely an amazing job. So yeah, Roman's gonna retain.
I see. And Mimi, my love, who do you think's gonna win?
I think it's gonna be Roman because why else would John need that title?
Well, then I guess we're all in a four-way unanimous agreement then. I'm gonna say Roman Reigns. It's pretty obvious Roman ain't gonna lose that fucking belt anytime soon. And it looks like we're all in agreement. So, let's go to the next match, everybody. Let me just get the thing up. Oh, dear. Hit it. Oh, fucking hell. Here we go. Bobby Lashley Almighty versus
I just say, and wedding coffee, you know what I'm gonna say. 1,
2, 3.
three.
Fuck Bill
Bill
Goldberg. Yeah, Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg for the WWE Championship. Let's just get this fucking over with. Like the goddamn shot. Okay. Following his dominant victory at Money in the Bank, Bobby Lashley held an open challenge for the WWE Championship on the following night's episode of Raw. The challenge was accepted by a returning Keith Lee who had been inactive due to health issues since February, which we thankfully now know what it is. Thank goodness. And, thank God he's still with us. That's all I'm going to say about that. After Lashley defeated Lee, Lashley and MVP were confronted by WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg, appearing for the first time since the Royal Rumble in January. Goldberg proclaimed that he would be Lashley's next challenger for the title. The following week, however, Lashley rejected Goldberg's challenge, and rightfully so. On the August 2nd episode, Goldberg appeared and confronted the champion face-to-face, stating that he would defeat Lashley for the title. The match was subsequently confirmed for SummerSlam. Ay, 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 ay. Here it is. Another year, another time. Goldberg is getting yet another godforsaken goddamn championship match. This is getting ridiculous. Do you guys know that this December, Goldberg will be 55 years old?
And also, Jericho can do better than Goldberg.
It's scary! It's scary!
Jericho can bring ratings, but Goldberg can't.
Goldberg, he gets gassed easily, like after a few minutes. His matches have been shorter and shorter. Hell, Christian Cage this year alone has spent more in time in the ring than Bill Goldberg, or this year alone, than Bill Goldberg probably has. In the past, what, 2 years? Maybe if we go all the way back to 2016, when you count everything else. His first match, his run in the Rumble briefly, the WrestleMania match they're following up with, the fucking you-know-what match that happened.
Oh, no, don't,
against The Undertaker.
Don't even mention that one.
Oh, yeah, and that one, too, that I won't mention for the boys' sake. I mean, my boys' sake.
Oh, yeah, that one.
I was pissed that day. And now we're going to do it to this. We already ruined KO and... the guy who's not with the company anymore now, the top merch seller, and I'm afraid if they're that crazy enough, Bob Lashley might be next. Hope to God not, because that would be foolish. But you never know with this company, especially with the fact that CM Punk is now back. They may swerve some shit, because you never know. Alright, Healy, who do you think's gonna win?
Well, you can't spell gas without ass. And Goldberg has a nice ass.
God, no!
In all seriousness, I don't think it's as cut and dry as people are saying, and I don't want to plant a nugget or a seed or any inkling that something may go awry or that something may go abysmally wrong and F every single one of us fans. But, Coffee, I'm sure you've, vehemently checked the schedule every single week for WWE pay-per-views, because we need to keep up on our podcasts, correct?
Yeah.
So, I'm sure you're aware that coming up, you have a Saudi Arabia show.
Oh, no.
No.
And
I was hoping we could avoid that, but I guess not.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'm very worried. I'm very worried that that's gonna
Cause...
do something. Yeah, it's gonna cause something bad. I'm not really too certain. But so yeah, I'm gonna with a heavy heart and tears in my eyes. This will be the worst night of my life. I'm going with Goldberg to win.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Heavy, why did
no.
you jinx it, Heavy? I'm out. I swear, Heavy, I'm coming for you if this
Don't,
happens.
man. Don't. We all still have things to live for, god damn it. We all still have
Really,
things to
that's
fucking
really
live
nice.
for, alright? Steven, who do you think's gonna win?
Okay, if Goldberg did win, Biggie cashes in there. I'll be satisfied there. But I'm still want Lashley to win. I don't care, Lashley. And why did you break up the Hurt Business? The only faction that was making things prevalent on Monday Night Raw was the Hurt Business, and I want my Lashley retained.
I know, man. I know. I feel you. I really, really do. I really feel you, man. Nimi, my love, who do you think's gonna win?
hate myself. I might hate myself, but I'm gonna say Goldberg.
Oh my god! You're literally gonna go with God!
Break up with her.
No, I will not, damn it, despite this shit. She's still too precious to me. So I will not over this. But you know, I can see why, because he did raise a point about the fucking Saudi shows and how they all go crazy for Goldberg over there and shit. And even though he damn near dropped The Undertaker on his head pretty much and ended you-know-who's fucking... Okay, look. What to do? Okay, I'm gonna lay this out. If Goldberg wins that night, then I hope to God Big E cashes in and all still. Hopefully he still has the briefcase. Or maybe they may do something before the match or the show or on the pre-show or whatever. We're affirming Big E's got the case and that he can cash in whoever after provided. So if Goldberg wins, I hope to God Big E cashes in and spares us all the pain and misery. If that's not the case, and the odds currently are looking on the fact that Big E is not scheduled to cash in, then I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley to retain. Looks like we're split here, folks, and even 50-50. Kinda not what I was hoping for, but, you never know. You never know. Okay. Next match. And hit it. And I think we have our first match with no real details, per se. Yep, no background, and I can't be asked to scroll down. The Usos versus the Mysterios. Usos, Jimmy and Jay, versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. So, father and son had the belts for a while, and then the Usos beat them a little while back. I think, was it WrestleMania Backlash?
No, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. There you go. Yeah, Money in the Bank. The Usos got the belts back. Because now, there's gold running around in the bloodline. Because the Usos with their belts, and the Tribal Chief with his. Hold
on.
And I don't know what else. I don't know. I don't have anything else to add. That's it. Mysterios want those belts back, and I guess here we go. Even though you'd rather have Alpha Academy and Otis and Chad Gable do it, but apparently they're not factoring in any plans right now, so this is what we're stuck with. Oh well. Healy, who do you think's gonna win?
Well, I'm just a Debbie Downer today because I'm picking a side based on something I think that will be cataclysmic for
what's that?
storyline purposes. You know how WWE just love to turn anyone heel for the sake of just turning heel sake. Even when the heel turn makes no sense and it's just shock factor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they're going to reach a new level of that when they have Dominic Mysterio turn on his own son in the tag team title match.
I mean, father.
Oh right, yeah. Dominic Mysterio is not Rey Mysterio's father. He's Rey Mysterio's son. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I get
Dominic
it.
turns on his own father because Rey's been he's been babying Dominic, saying, "Look, you gotta follow my way." Not really trusting Dominic's instincts when Dominic's been the one getting the pinfalls and Rey's been taking the pinfalls when they've lost. And maybe Dominic snaps, and we get this long drawn out feud that could go to Mania where Rey retires and takes off the mask and hands it to Dominic. Who knows? I know they've had storylines play out longer and better and worse, so why not? Yeah, and plus, you know, the bloodline of absolute fire. Have the Usos hang on to the titles as long as Roman does. Why not? It's good TV. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Usos to win.
I see. Steven, who do you think's gonna win?
No pun intended, but Dean Ambrose, when there was no reason to turn him heel against Seth Rollins after winning the tag titles, definitely didn't go throwback on that. But yes, who I think is going to win this match? The Usos.
Yep.
And then I did predict the Usos, but I want the Mysterios to win because Dominic and Mysterio make a good team together. I gotta admit
Yeah,
that.
but he's going with the Usos, people. And Mimi, who do you think's gonna win?
Usos. But I think Vince might pull fast one. That's because one of the Usos turn each other.
I doubt that. I doubt that. But then again, you never know.
It's a high. I know it's a high doubt, but it could happen.
Yeah, we can't rule it out entirely. We can't rule it out entirely. I'm gonna go with the Usos.
One of them is against Roman, so.
Right. It's Jimmy, whereas Jay has fallen in line, who's still the whatever. Yeah. I'm going with the Usos on this one as well. Looks like we're in another unanimous agreement. Next match now. Just click that, and, where is the button? There. Crank this shit up. Okay, there's our next match. It's Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the, SmackDown Women's Championship. Let's see. Here it is. So on night 1 of WrestleMania 37, Bianca Belair defeated Sasha Banks to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. On the July 30th episode of SmackDown, both Carmella and Zelina Vega staked their claims to challenge Belair for the title, despite the fact that Vega literally did not even come back all that long ago. And Carmella, well, don't even get me started with that, but whatever. The two then attacked Belair, who was saved by Banks, making her first appearance on SmackDown since after WrestleMania. Her first appearance since the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Banks and Belair teamed up and defeated Carmella and Vega in a tag team match because that's what WWE does. Following match, however, Banks ambushed Belair from behind, thereby turning heel in the process. The subsequent week, Banks challenged Belair to a match for the title at SummerSlam, which Belair accepted. Oh wait, yeah, I was about to go into the next one, but I'm getting eager. We'll get to the next match soon. Pretty straightforward, everything here. Could have probably used some fresher blood. Like, where the hell's Toni Storm? You called her up, and yet she's just sitting in the back now. You know what happens when people get lost too long in the shuffle?
Catering.
Yeah, what he said. I mean, this will be another fine match as well, and I had a feeling this would not be over between these two, even after the Mania match, but it's kind of a tough spot, because what do? Banks is back, and she's now full-bore, well, baddie, I feel like, or almost baddie, I feel like. But on the other hand, Belair still has some to give, but refinement is still not fully there, unfortunately. While her edge was down a little bit, it's not as bad as, say, Rhea Ripley, so she's still got a chance. But I don't know, this could go either way. Healy, who do you think's gonna win?
I mean, there's rumors flying around, and in case you guys don't want to be spoiled, you can skip to, I don't know, 5 minutes. We'll be talking about why Jinder Mahal is the greatest wrestler of all time.
What?
Either way.
Oh, goodness.
So, there's rumors that Sasha Banks may not even be appearing at SummerSlam, let alone wrestling. I don't know why, maybe it's an injury, maybe she's got other obligations, but then again, you are a professional wrestler first, and the next is second, Sasha, so I think it's probably an injury, if anything. I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't know who. I don't know who's going to be her replacement. Some people say Becky Lynch, I say probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, it'll be fun, and it'll be kind of weird, because that will just put the whole predictions thing into flux, because I really have a hard time betting against Becky Lynch. I had a hard time ever since 2019 in the Rumble. So yeah, I'm not gonna go with Becky Lynch because she's not even in a damn match. But
Yeah.
just if it goes how a normal match should go, and Sasha Banks does compete, I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair.
I see. And Steven, who do you think's gonna win?
I'm not really too worried about the SmackDown side of things. SmackDown's killing it. And, we have 3 great matches for SmackDown. Before I name the picks, I just want to say we have another great match coming up after this. We're going to talk about. But on that note, who I think is going to win? It's hard, Sasha didn't win at Mania. You know how Mania streak is right now. And I got to go with Bianca. Bianca's going to retain.
I see. And Mimi, who do you think's gonna win?
The obvious. The boss itself, Sasha Banks.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
The Well, it's been out for a while, so I guess it's kind of okay to get back title.
I know, but at the same time, it's tough. I know that's what the old IWC Messiah's probably been wanting, but I don't know. If last I was looking at the betting odds, there really weren't many mentions for title changes in general. Like, if it does play out how I think it's going to play out tonight, don't expect a lot of title changes, basically, is what I'm saying in the long run here. Like, this is one that I would not see changing titles. And even if something does happen, and if Sasha gets replaced, or God forbid the match gets axed altogether, and we've done this whole fucking bit for nothing, quite frankly, and we're literally only hours away from the show as we're recording this, I don't know. It might be 3-1 in this case, and I'm afraid that's what it's gonna be, 3-1, because I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair to retain on this one. Sorry, my love, but these aren't one of two title changes I could see happening, unfortunately. But yeah, we're 3-1 on this one. Not like we were split with our third match, which was insane, but okay, let's just go. We're halfway through the card, and we've got more to go. So, next. Oh, wait, where's the thing? Next. Ooh, this one. Now, here's the one I was eager to get into. It's Edge versus Seth Rollins. Now, after Edge was granted a Universal Championship match at Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins took issue with this decision, feeling he deserved the opportunity, despite the fact that Edge probably honestly deserved it more than Rollins, despite him with the whole Rumble madness and choosing him over Bryan to win the Rumble, and then making the whole match a triple threat, which was pretty much divisive across the board. By the way, I've thought about that. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I think the real reason they did that is because if what I think it is, with Bryan's contract lining up and the way it expired at the month after, it's possible that they probably wanted to just have Edge v. Roman at Mania, and then have Roman v. Bryan at SummerSlam, but because of contractual reasons, with Bryan's contract expiring way before SummerSlam, it's possible that this was not able to happen, and because they failed to work out a deal, the triple threat was probably the best compromise. I know it's gonna probably upset some people, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Anyways, at the event, Rollins cost Edge the championship, and following the match, the two brawled into the crowd. On the following episode of SmackDown, Edge called out Rollins and stated that their issues date back to December 2014, where Rollins had attempted to injure Edge's surgically repaired neck and had definitively put an end to his career. Oh yeah, I'm very happy they brought that up in storyline too. That was an intense moment back then during the Authority era. Rollins then came out and claimed he despised older wrestlers like Edge and John Cena coming back and taking opportunities from current wrestlers who earned them. Oh, but no mention for Oldberg, my boy? Fuck Bill Goldberg. Anyways, a brawl then ensued. The following week, Rollins attacked Edge during his entrance and declared that he cannot be the Universal Champion, neither can Edge. If I can't have this throne, then neither will you. Mortal Kombat for Melina and Katana's endings. Good lord, that voice acting was so fucking ridiculous. Anyways, on August 6th episode, Edge challenged Rollins to a match at SummerSlam, with Rollins accepted. This itself should be a really good match. If the Edge-Roman match was anything to go by, this might even be even better than that, given the past history between these two, bringing everything full circle and all. This match should be damn intense as well, and this is probably, I think, my second most match I'm looking forward to on the card, the most behind Roman versus Cena. Yeah, let's say that, more than likely. Anyways, who do you think's gonna win?
We all know who I want to win. So it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a great match. I'm really excited for this. Like, the build-up's been pretty damn good. WrestleMania caliber. Probably my favorite build-up of the show. That line that Edge said, where he has to go to a place where his blood runs black. Oh my god. Chef's
and then the
kiss, I
Brood
love
stuff
that.
there and all on the Go Home show. That was just
I popped for that. I really did. And
that was insane.
yeah, like back in 2016, 2017 on 2K16, this was my main event for WrestleMania on my universe mode.
And now you're getting it in
just
real life.
Yep, I want my royalty check, WWE. Thank you very much. I don't know. I feel like Edge, he doesn't really win big matches. I mean, you could argue the Rumble and Orton, but like actual matches with stakes, like title matches, contenders matches. Because let's face it, whoever wins this match is probably going to be next in line to face Roman or Cena. I know some people like Cena, but you know, this person is going to be the number one contender for the Universal title, in my opinion. So, you know, I feel like I don't know. I mean, why not have Edge win? I mean, I feel like he hasn't won in a long time. He certainly hasn't won since Mania. Not wait.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we might be experiencing a slight technical...
Sorry, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Edge.
Alright, I hear ya. I'm not really surprised, by the way, given that you were probably the biggest Edge fans out of, all of us, so, yeah, I'm not surprised. Steven, who do you think's gonna win?
This match is gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be the second match for me too. And but I think, well, it's hard to say. I mean, I don't care who wins. They're both pretty good. But I think Edge needs this win. I think Edge is gonna win. He hasn't really recovered since WrestleMania, and the only last time I remember he got a win was against Randy Orton. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're going with Edge.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And, Nimi, who do you think's gonna win?
I'm gonna say Edge, because it's kind of obvious. He needs the win.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with all of you on this and go with Edge myself as well. Rollins really probably won't need it so much, but, we'll just have to worry about the aftermath of that afterwards with him, so, yeah, I'm going with Edge on this one as well. Okay, next one, and wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, wait. Did that, just did that. Oh shit, we've got a nice, we got next one has no build whatsoever, but I don't give a damn. I'm gonna keep it short and I'm gonna keep it sweet for this next one, so
and then we don't have Shinsuke on the damn card, but we have Sheamus. Yay!
Hold on, let me just... Next match is Sheamus versus Damien Priest for the United States Championship. All I can say is Sheamus beat Matt Riddle at WrestleMania to win it. He's pretty much had an iron grip on the belt. Damien Priest is finally back in action after what feels like just going away for whatever. And somehow Miz and Morrison had some intertwinings in there when they shouldn't have. So, yeah, here we are. Heaty, who do you think's gonna win?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm on one hand, I've been really enamored by Sheamus recently. I feel like this is the best run of his career. He's come into his own, of course, with the bar. Beforehand, he was still good, but this is levels above. On the other hand, Damien Priest, I feel like they've dropped the ball with him a bit. I mean, Bad Bunny wasn't that bad. I think that's the main reason he started up on the main roster, and he made the most of what he had. And then zombies happened.
Oh, good God.
And now he's sort of racking up, you know, like marks in a win column, and he's finally getting some momentum. I feel like the crowd was starting to get on his side, you know, more legitimately, without any like celebrity assistance. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this match because I think it's gonna be a new champion. We'll go with Damien Priest.
I see. Steven, who do you think's gonna win?
I forgot who's Damien Priest again. Since I forgot who he is. I don't watch it.
What?
I forgot who Damien Priest was.
Don't you remember? Oh fuck hell! You're gonna actually try to make me describe his character with his.
Let's just say I want Sheamus to win. Damien Priest, I don't care.
So we have one for Priest, one for Sheamus so far. Nini, who do you think's gonna win?
Sheamus, because if they have Damien win that title, I'm worried that that'll be Damien versus Miz again.
Oh brother, please don't remind me.
So hopefully Sheamus keeps that title.
Right. Anyways, oh boy, this is tough. Now what do I do? If I actually look at now, I'm in a tougher position with the odds currently listed, I could see like this title being one of 2 title changes to actually happen on the show. The other one is the last match we'll get to, but the odds currently of Damien Priest is the favorite, but you never know. And if they still throw Miz in that madness, we might have some serious trouble in spite of this here. Or maybe, and they didn't even break up Miz and Martha, and it was blah. Or maybe they're going to do some, I don't fucking know. Okay, Sheamus has had the belt for 132 days, which is almost as long as when Andrade last had the fucking belt. You never really know at this point. But Sheamus, I'm afraid we're going to have another 50-50 split down the line. If they were going to change a title hand, I could see this is the only mid-card title on the fucking show here, because there's no IC title match. And if there had to be at least 2 at most, I could see this being one of them. So I'm going with Damien Priest on this one. We have 50-50 down the middle, people. We're split again. Next match. Okay, oh wait a second. Next match. Oh, good God, it's this shit.
Oh no. Oh no.
Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal! And Veer and Shanky are banned from ringside. So, on the July 5th episode of Raw, did someone just sneeze?
No, don't be laughing.
I thought I heard someone sneeze.
No, don't be laughing.
Well, if anyone did sneeze, then bless you, and let's get back to this. So on July 5th episode of Raw, Drew McIntyre faced and defeated his old 3MB stablemate Jinder Mahal, now accompanied by Shanky and Veer, after Mahal felt that McIntyre had cost him an opportunity to compete in men's Money in the Bank ladder match, despite the fact that, let's be honest, no one wanted that. Following the match, Mahal, Shanky, and Veer attacked McIntyre and stole his family sword, you mean Vince's sword, that he uses for his entrance theatrics. Following a week, Mahal, Shanky, and Veer dismantled the sword, only for McIntyre to reveal that it was a replica. McIntyre then proceeded to dismantle Mahal's motorcycle. And Money in the Bank, Mahal, Shanky, and Veer cost McIntyre the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which saved us and the crowd from some trouble. Following night's episode of Raw, Mahal, Shanky, and Veer gloated about costing McIntyre the match, only for McIntyre to attack all 3 with a steel chair. McIntyre would then defeat Veer and Shanky in the matches over the next couple of weeks. On August 13th, a match between McIntyre and Mahal was scheduled for SummerSlam, with Veer and Shanky banned from ringside. Boy, that was more description than this match probably needed. Not much history to go off here, and I got nothing. I have absolutely nothing else to add, so Healy, take it from here, man.
Honestly, I'm just really interested for one thing and one thing only. I want Jinder Mahal to get cut up like a seasoned sirloin steak, bitch. Just give me some ginger bloods, give me some tenderloin, give me some, I don't know. I want to see Jinder Mahal's veins popping out of his,
his
legs, his back,
Okay.
his pussy and his crack.
Ah, stop! He's a dude. He's a man, baby. Right, come on.
After Drew McIntyre has done inserting his sword into
Hey,
Jinder Mahal's
praising.
asshole, I think he'll be taking the nickname Shanky, because he'll be shanking him up.
Oh God!
Yeah.
What are you trying? You're
So I'm
breaking
gonna
her. Are you trying to break me now?
So basically, I'm gonna go with UK crime to win here. Drew McIntyre to win via stab.
He's a psychopath. You breaking her. You're like Ivan Drago. I must break you. Like, of humor. Like, what the fuck? Alright, Steven, who do you think's gonna win? You broke him too. Just tell me who you think's gonna win, damn it.
I shoot myself.
Just stop it. Tell me who you think's gonna win.
Okay. Johnson kills kids, but
No.
Only on weekends.
No! Oh God! Oh God! Look at this.
Drew McIntyre.
Okay, McIntyre. Nimi, who do you think?
McIntyre.
Okay, I'm going with McIntyre too. Unanimous. Stop the pain here. Let's just go to the next match. Oh shit! Did I say stop the pain? No! We have more pain. Ah!
Oh no! Coffee got stabbed.
Oh,
Fuck this shit.
I'm thinking.
Why? Why is this match happening? Does Vince hate us that much? Does he want us to fucking suffer? I already have the Code Veronica theme playing with OTS because that's my trope with this now, and the music is already enough to make me feel like I'm suffering with real world shit. Do you think I need this shitty fucking match with it? Alexa fucking Bliss versus Eva McGoddamn Ree.
I'm gonna say this. It's fuck Eva Marie.
Oh, you're right, exactly.
And also screw her.
All four of us.
Ah, yeah, oh god, not like that. Not literally, might I add.
Oh god, no.
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
Fuck Eva
Fuck Eva Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a mess. I can't believe it. Eva Marie is fucking wrestling a match. Our eternal nightmare will just... Oh, fuck this. I need a water here. People, I genuinely need a fucking water.
Well,
I hate what they...
That's a Pokemon. That's a Pokemon match.
I hate
a
this.
Pokemon match
I
right
hate
there.
this. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, whenever there's a filler match, my girlfriend plays Pokemon Sword on her Switch during this shit.
I don't blame you. I don't. What I do is I usually fall asleep and yeah.
And then I have to remind to wake his ass up or he'll sleep through another fucking match. And me,
Yeah.
well, I have another solution. But seriously, I don't get why this is happening. Like, Alexa Bliss has pretty much stole Bray Wyatt's gimmick. And now he's
That's
gone.
fucked up.
That I will
That's
never.
fucked
How do you do that to your top
fucked up.
merch seller? You just steal it to her. And now that he's gone, how the fuck are they gonna take the Fiend's powers off of her? She can't keep doing this for... She can't keep doing this forever. They have to do something at some point to take this off. I'm not even playing. This is a serious fucking problem. If you don't take this off whatsoever, you're gonna be stuck with running this shit. And now, every time they chant Bray Wyatt or we want Wyatt, it's gonna be the new CM Punk chant. Now that CM Punk is actually in AEW. My god, it just... Ugh.
And this is why CM Punk left in the first place. Well, he never really got fired, but still, I bet CM Punk.
He
is
walked
happy that
out and then he got fired on his wedding day.
That man deserves better than that.
And then you have her facing Eva.
I'm
fucking-
gonna use Peacock for it today. For tonight.
Well then, I guess we're gonna have to work that out. But let's just get to that when we get to that after this. Okay, and then Alexa, stupid doll Lily. Yeah, a grown-ass man making a joke over that stupid winking that basically led to PIPER space NIVEN. Piper Niven
Penis
getting
envy.
rolled
Oh.
up by the shit. Wink. Awe-inspiring, ultra-devastating fruit roll-up.
Let me just say this. You guys could have better than her Eva Marie. And I'm just talking about the women's division. You guys have Kevin Owens, who's not on the damn card. Kevin Owens, one of the best performers.
He's stuck in limbo.
Sami Zayn.
Before-
Stuck in
Sami Zayn,
limbo.
Also,
Ricochet,
did you say-
Keith Lee, Karrion Cross?
Hold on, let him
what
finish
the heck?
DD. Okay, he did go on now.
Did you spell out Piper Niven or did you spell out penis envy?
I spelled out Piper Niven, you dope.
Oh.
Anyway, you know what, yeah. That here, Eva wanting that stupid doll, basically, and then look what happened. Look what happened. It's just bad. Just let's just get this over with. Okay, Heath, who do you think's gonna win?
Penis envy. I feel like this is gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a really short match. I know how
Probably
we're
the
saying
shortest on the
Goldberg,
card.
Yeah, I was saying on Goldberg last year maybe the shortest, but no, I think this may top it. We'll have some spooky.
It's gonna be in the
spooky
top two for
big boy
certain.
shenanigans. Yeah.
So wait, who'd you say?
If Eva Marie squashes Alexa Bliss in record time, that yeah, I'm fully switching over to AEW. Oh, I mean, I won't, but it'll be to the point where I feel like I want to. But I think it's got to be Alexa Bliss, because if not, what the hell is going on with this storyline? What the hell is going on with this company if this is allowed to happen?
Agreed.
So yeah, Alexa Bliss.
Agreed. So we got one for Alexa. Steven, what about you?
By the way, I'd rather watch Fuego del Sol than fucking Eva Marie.
Oh, Fuego del Sol's great. Yeah. Okay, Steven, for real, your pick.
Alexa Bliss.
I see. All right, Nimi.
Alexa Bliss.
A unanimous decision. Oh,
This match is worse than Access 52.
oof.
It's worse than Bubsy. I would say
Penis
that.
envy.
No, no, Heathy, no.
No, we want Wyatt.
Oh god, yeah, that's what they're gonna
want
fucking
Wyatt.
chant. I guarantee you they will chant that there. They better not let this down.
And they're gonna say
What do we
CM Punk.
want?
I can see them saying
Wyatt.
CM Punk.
When do we want him? Wyatt.
Now. Okay, look, anyways, yeah, I'm going with Alexa Bliss. Unanimous across the board. And finally, our last match, is maybe not pain, maybe not, depending on who you are. Roll the die again. It's AJ Styles and Big Man Omos versus RK Bro, Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. No build up here. All I'll say is that AJ and Omos have done basically meh with those belts. AJ Styles deserved better to be in a tag team with what is basically the next big boy, basically, that Vince is getting a kick out of. Omos' ceiling has already peaked, even more quicker than Braun Strowman, and I guarantee if someone bigger than him comes along, he gonna be out. He'll be gone. Omos will be Nomos, just like Braun Strowman. They're all expendable to this company anyways. That's how they view it, at least. Yeah. And besides, RK Bro have got a good thing going on, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was the other title change we have happened on the night. And that's where the odds are currently leaning in RK Bro's favor, so don't be surprised if that happens. Heathy, who do you think's gonna win?
Well, first of all, I think I want to make something perfectly clear.
Yes?
I think Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, and hear me out on this one, I think they are gay homosexuals.
Oh, no! They're both married! I mean, Randy Orton's married with children, and I'm pretty sure Riddle is married. What is wrong with you? Yeah, he is married with children! Both are married with children, man!
If you think about it, Oscar Wilde was married and he came out as gay, and also, they both wrestle half naked. I mean,
Can we
Matt
please?
Matt Riddle wrestled.
And here I thought you'd be tired enough from work. Nope. No, look at this shit now.
So Matt Riddle wrestles barefoot. Maybe Randy Orton has a foot fetish. Who knows?
Oh, God.
Toes. Maybe he likes to look
Boy,
at
if
delicious
you don't.
toes. And also the RKO. I mean, if you, it can, you know what it rhymes with?
What?
RKO rhymes with I'm a homo.
Oh, God, boy! What is wrong with
And
you?
you know how Riddle's finisher is a Bro Derek?
What? Yeah?
You know how, yeah, what if it's like a subliminal message and he's saying, I'm fucking a person named Derek?
Ah! You broke him. You broke her. You're trying to break me. Ah, but I'm fucking Rocky Balboa in this shit. Like in Rocky 4.
I've broken two guys like a Randy Orton in a gay club, hell yeah.
Ah, stop! No, not like that, you bastard! Just tell me who you think's gonna win.
The gays, Randy Orton and
Oh God! You broke yourself, man! And I think you may have secretly broken me. Congratulations, folks! Orange Cassidy's hype man just breaks the fucking podcast. Even when he's not talking about Cassidy, he'll break us all one way or another. And I think I broke him. Okay, Steven.
Okay, never mind. I think it's
gay homosexual.
Stop! Steven, just tell me real quick.
First off, I just want to say, who wants to walk with Omos instead of Elias? Yeah, we all do.
No one wants to walk with Omos. No one's walking with Omos.
I mean, I'm just, this match, I mean, I have mixed feelings about this match, but I'll just keep it like this. I think AJ and Omos are gonna retain the belts. They're dominant. They've been dominant for a while. They've been still dominant. They beat the Viking Raiders. They beat the New Day. They beat... Yeah, that's all I can think of who they beat.
So you're going with AJ and Omos.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're 1-1. Nimi, what's your pick?
RK Bro.
Okay. I'm gonna go with RK Bro as well, because like I said, between the two title matches, or the two potential up to two title changes, this could be the other one that happens. Like I said, AJ and Omos just haven't done much with those belts at all, really. And quite frankly, if both of them tag team Omos, there could be a chance. But then again, you don't know. But I'm gonna go with RK Bro. Looks like we're 3-1, and that basically wraps up SummerSlam. hoping the card itself is decent enough as is, and I don't know, maybe not, we'll see. But we're not
Very
done yet.
homosexual.
Stop it! Oh god, you broke my girlfriend there. Like, metaphorically, I broke you early. Okay, never mind. Anyways, I'm hoping the card is fine, but this could be part train wreck, part something. There's probably gonna leave a little bit of something for everyone here, one way for another. Maybe don't look away, but for the wrong reasons, people. But we're not done yet! Okay, people, we've still got one more piece of business we gotta take care of, so give me just 1 second here to load up the next batch of matches here, because we are going into our next card here. I told y'all this would be a double feature, basically, and
This is the first ever double feature.
yeah, and boy, do we have another good one for you, basically. It's a shorter match card, so after this, we'll pretty much be done for the day, and we can all go retreat wherever to go watch the thing, so... Okay, everything is good up here, so please give me just 1 second to get this fixed. See, if I was still doing it live, I could have just wrapped the thing up there. If a SummerSlam was the only thing, but we're not done yet. So let me just go back to the settings. Okay, properties. Let me refresh. I'll go ahead and select that. And... Hey, aren't I missing something, though? Oh, yeah. That's what I'm missing. Hold on, I gotta add one teensy-weensy little image to this thing. So, just one pop at the thing in, open the image in a new tab. It's nice and big, so unlike the SummerSlam one I ripped off Wikipedia. Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie. After this takeover, it won't be the same without you.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. We're going to talk about that. The way I hyped it up there, when in reality that probably shouldn't even be the actual case, but okay, Windows minimize until I do that. Wait a second, hold on. Uh-oh, that's not supposed to happen, people. My window is still minimized. I need a refresh. Okay, put that there. There it is. Yes, people. We have to talk about TakeOver 36. And unlike the fun and games we've been having with SummerSlam, I'm not gonna lie, this shit's gonna feel bittersweet, basically. For those of you who don't know, there has been news regarding NXT that the brand is about to undergo a serious refresh. Long story short, Vince McMahon wasn't happy with the fact that his son-in-law failed to beat AEW on Wednesday night, despite the fact that he pretty much set him up to fail. Let's be honest, Vince set up Hunter to fail. It's awful. It's an awful feeling, quite frankly, but at the same time, you have to wonder, where did it all go wrong? Well, I'll tell you what, basically, here. It all went wrong the moment Vince decided to try to counter-program AEW. It failed. The momentum is rising in their favor. And TakeOver, or NXT, well, it might no longer be what we used to know it as 4 years ago, or even 5 years ago, for that matter. However, since 2014, I suppose. I remember it was just yesterday when I heard that Mauro Ranallo would become the voice of NXT, basically. And I was ecstatic because I enjoyed his commentary, quite frankly. And I still remember that main event for that NXT. It was Nikki Cross versus Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship in a last woman standing match. And that was a damn good match. If you haven't rewatched that in some time, please do yourself a favor and go back and rewatch it. You owe yourself to. But ever since the pandemic, shit has been getting worse for NXT. The counter-programming failed, adopting certain booking mentalities that the main roster would adopt. The voice of NXT, Mauro Ranallo, unfortunately just... real stuff happened and he was not able to fill the gap, unable to continue to be the voice of NXT, which sucks, because I feel like he put the brand in a better light. and you really got invested with his voice. Now, it feels like I'm barely invested. And it's gonna revamp NXT. The people that we know in NXT aren't going to be the people we continue to see. We're going to start seeing more big men, the type that Vince McMahon actually wants. Big, sweaty men. And not to mention as well, refreshing the theme, refreshing the set and the logo, just refreshing it when it doesn't need to be. The NXT as we used to know it may be gone for good, and it worries me. In a way, if that actually ends up happening, you could say this is going to be the swan song for NXT as we know it, much like WCW Greed was back in the day for WCW. That was painful back then, and almost 20 years later, it's not going to be any less painful. Alright, people.
And I got this.
Yes?
Let's just say this. 10 years later, Punk is still right.
Yep. And it's very appropriate that I have
What
the
a black
Co-Veronica music playing, the Save Room theme from Co-Veronica playing, because this might not end well, people. This might not end well here, so yeah. But all I hope is that this, even if this all is not true, that this is still a strong takeover. But if it is, and knowing what's going on with Vince, it very well might be, that they give it, everyone here gives it their all on a card, on this card, because you never know at this point. Alright, people, let's go here. There we go. Oh shit, I forgot to fix this, so bear with me here. Done. Hold on, I gotta fix that. No, he was not. That image was someone else who just happened to look like him. Sorry, just someone else. Oh, wait. Oh, this is just a pre-show. We have one match on the pre-show card. It's gonna be, Trey Baxter versus Rich Holland. Now, Rich Holland went down with an injury for a while, and you wouldn't even realize it. But eventually he's back now with, Peter Dune, and what's happening is he needs to reestablish and reaffirm himself, because he could very well be in line for a push. Perhaps almost in line with what they want? I don't know, but either way, we could only hope. And there's no real background for this one here. I think there's only one other match that doesn't have background, but we'll see. Healy, who do you think's gonna win?
This is just to build up Rich Holland. I feel, of course, Trey Baxter is still quite young. Wasn't he in the breakout tournament this year? And if not, he's still quite new to the scene in NXT. So, you know, it'll be a good way to build up Trey Baxter as a legitimate threat, but I feel like they've got a long way to go with Rich Holland, and I don't know what their end goal is, what their end game is, but it's definitely not here losing on the pre-show of a takeover that's, you know, that's getting underappreciated. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Rich Holland here.
I see. Steven, who do you think's gonna win?
Easy to say Rich Holland. He just came back.
I see. Mimi, who do you think's gonna win?
Who is in the match again?
Trey Baxter versus Rich Holland.
Trey Baxter.
Interesting. Any particular reason?
Just NXT is starting to fan on me, so I really don't care who wins.
I don't know if I can really blame you all that much, my love. I'm gonna go with Rich Holland on this one. This is really more of a warm-up match anyways. We're still 3-1 on this, but warm-up match, so I don't think it matters too much in the grand scheme of things. Anyways, let's get on with the show proper.
And he's meeting with Pete Dunne and all his...
Yeah. Anyways, next match here, or let me just put the card up and go. Now here's a match I'm looking forward to. Ooh, card is presented by Applebee's. Too bad I'll be going for Chili's probably tomorrow instead, cause yeah. Anyways, it's Walter versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT UK Championship. On October 2020 on NXT UK, Walter defeated Ilya Dragunov to retain the NXT United Kingdom Championship. In June of 2021, Dragunov earned another opportunity to challenge Walter for the championship by defeating Rampage Brown and Joe Coffey in a triple threat match. The title match was then scheduled for the July 22nd episode of NXT. A contract signing for the match was held during the July 15th episode, but later in that same episode, Walter injured his hand backstage in an altercation, and it was announced that the championship match was postponed. During the July 22nd episode, NXT executive Triple H, NXT UK producer Shawn Michaels, and NXT general manager William Regal announced the NXT UK Championship match would take place at TakeOver 36. Look, we know what these two can do. If you saw their match last year, you know what these can do. Imagine them actually trying to top this shit. Yeah, what more can we really say? When you look at the UK Championship overall, really, and currently where Walter stands with it, we already know that he's pretty much suppressed Pete's done reign, but we have to wonder, are they going to try and basically have Dragunov do it? Because at this point, I don't know who could even beat Walter. They could literally give him a Bruno Sammartino-like reign, basically. And I don't know how many, and I don't think many people would have a problem with that, because it's friggin' Walter, man. Just one chop, if you're even that small enough, will fucking knock you to the ground. You probably wouldn't even be standing after that shit. And you'll be feeling that from just one, much less a whole bunch of others. Dragunov probably has the best shot out of everyone at the moment, really. But, I don't know. I don't really know where they're gonna go with this. Healy, who do you think's gonna win?
Well, first of all, whenever I think of this feud, and I think of this video, and this is me when I wake up at 3 a.m. I've sent you a DM.
Oh, you sent me it. Okay, what?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing here. I see.
Yeah. Can we play this for the stream?
Okay, Dragunov tracks Walter after brutal attack. Okay, let me go ahead. Let me load it up here.
Yeah, this is me when I wake up at 3 a.m.
Hold on, it's taking a little while. Okay, here it is. See? Oh boy. Dragunov is like pissed. He's still walking after it looks like he's been choked out to hell.
Yeah, that is me. Coughing all over the place, yelling at Walter.
Yeah.
But that's all I think about when I think of this match.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw the first match. And I really enjoyed it. And plus, there was no crowd, so imagine what this is going to be like with the crowd, with the electricity. I mean, even without a crowd, they managed to generate such intrigue to the match, and I really enjoyed it the first time. This is probably going to be match of the night, and you know, Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. Okay, who else is on? Who's that? Wow, Cross Joe probably not. Yeah, I'm thinking this is match of the night. Also, before we continue, how is Isaiah Swerve Scott and Escobar not on the card?
I don't know, man.
That was a match I was really excited to see. Yeah, anyway, so I think if you can't have Walter lose now, when can you have Walter lose? I don't think there's anyone else credible enough to take the title from him. All good things must come to an end, and while I've been in extreme love with Walter's reign, near 1,000-day reign, I think it's time. I think it's time for Dragunov to win. Yeah.
I see. Steven, who do you think's gonna win?
No, I never watch a lot of NXT UK. I'm always busy when there's things on. But I always see you when it was before the pandemic. I used to see you in TV watching NBC and AWN.
Yeah, for times.
Ever since Pete Dunne vs. Walter at NXT TakeOver, I forgot what it was. But I've been a huge fan of Walter's then. You know, I really got to. He's been the best powerhouse in WWE of all time. In any company, I feel like. Better than Braun Strowman, better than Big Show, anyone, powerhouse, and Walter has really been the best, and better than Brock Lesnar, and I want Walter to retain, but I won't be mad if, what's the other guy he's facing,
Dragunov?
Dragunov, yeah. I want Walter to retain, Walter's gonna retain, I think Walter is gonna retain.
Ooh, really... bold. So one for Dragunov, one for Walter. Mimi, what about you?
Dragunov.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with 3-1 here. Let me get 3-1 again, and I'm gonna go with Dragunov on this one here. Yeah, there's no way Walter can keep this here. Like I said, all good things must come to an end. Plus, who knows what they're going to do for Walter, quite frankly. And it's going to be hard to just say, because he doesn't really want to go to the States. Probably more than likely because a call-up could just nuke his fucking character. Look at how they booked him in Survivor Series a couple years back. What makes you think that would change, quite frankly? Look at what's going on right now with Cross. Look at what they've done with Keith Lee. Yeah.
Ricochet. Look at Ricochet,
Oh, yeah.
man. I feel
Although...
bad for Ricochet the most.
Yeah, although, if Walter were to go to... Nah, let's just hold off on that. Okay, but yeah, for now, I'm gonna go with Dragunov on this one here. Okay, next
Wait,
match.
not AEW, but New Japan. Think about it.
He could do New Japan as well. I could see Walter going to New Japan as well if he decides to leave the company at whatever point. Or his deal expires or whatever. Okay, hit it. And next up is Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship. Oh shit, we're both at that point. Okay, so after being released from his WWE contract in April 2021, Samoa Joe re-signed with NXT that June. Joe made his formal return to the brand during the June 15th episode of NXT under the agreement that he would be the enforcer for NXT General Manager William Regal, as Regal had essentially lost control of the wrestlers. Additionally, Joe would not be an active wrestler and could not attack any member of the active roster unless unprovoked. That same episode, Joe came face-to-face with NXT champion Karrion Kross. Over the following month, Kross would attempt to provoke Joe. During the July 13th episode, Joe served as special guest referee for Kross's championship defense. After Kross retained the title, he attacked Joe. The following week, Joe called out Kross, who appeared backstage. Showing that he had attacked Regal, Joe headed backstage, but Kross retreated in a car when Joe got to Regal. On the July 27th episode, Regal had intended to fire Kross for his actions, but Joe had a different plan that Regal had accepted. Joe resigned as Regal's enforcer, was reinstated as an member of the active roster, and was scheduled to face Kross for the NXT Championship at TakeOver 36, marking Joe's first match in February 2020. With Karrion Kross already being called up to the main roster despite still being champion, which I will never understand why they think that's okay to do, ultimately, the writing is probably already on the wall for this more than likely here. Plus, you gotta keep in mind, this is Joe's first match in February of 2020, and I could say there would be some big deal behind this, but with what they've done with Kross on the main roster, I feel like that's indirectly or directly, depending on how you put it, caused problems with how here for NXT with this booking, because how can we look at him the same way after what happened to him? My only hope is that this is his swan song for the brand, and that after this, we just hard reset this madness and fix it. Because if they're gonna go with the direction I think they're gonna go with him on the main roster, he's doomed, and I'm scared for him. Heaty, take it from here.
I don't know what Vince sees in Karrion Kross, and I don't mean it as in, oh, I don't think Karrion Kross is talented. I mean, I literally don't know what Vince sees in him. I don't know if he sees him as the main event or as a jobber. One week he's being booked as a jobber, the next he's being booked as a Colossus. I genuinely don't know what Vince is seeing in Karrion Kross right now, because he's been so murky with his booking decisions. And that makes me worried, because he has such a good thing going on in NXT, and it kind of got ruined because of Jeff Hardy, or how Jeff Hardy was booked, should I say? Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Samoa Joe to come back. I love the guy. Absolutely criminal that after spending hours upon hours in the pouring rain for WrestleMania commentating, when he didn't have to. Like, he was thrust into that commentary position when he wasn't cleared. He could have stayed home and played it. Yeah, exactly. He always makes the best out of a bad situation. Never should have been fired in the first place. Happy that Triple H
that.
Yeah, had some sense within the McMahon family to bring him back. And yeah, I feel like there's only one way to go from here. You've got to have Joe win. Because if Fox beats Joe, I don't know what happens with either man. Because, you feel like Kross is getting ready for a post-SummerSlam main roster run. You feel like Joe is just getting started on NXT. Joe's got a lot left at the tank at 40, 41, I believe.
I think
He's
41,
getting.
almost 42 this year, depending on when his
Oh,
birthday.
he's 42. He was 42 in March.
Oh, 42. Yeah, he turned 42 back in March. Yeah, so he's 42 now.
I mean, he's by no means over the hill. I mean, CM Punk's about to turn 43 in a few months, and
Look at that.
he's the most
Punk's
hyped man in
back.
wrestling right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why can't you do it? Why can't Joe have another year? If he has another year, he's going to be where Punk is now. So why not? The only collateral I see from this is how Cross will be affected. And honestly, keep Cross in NXT. He doesn't need a title. I mean, he can just have an undefeated thing like Goldberg, but better. Like, he can wrestle better, and he's just a more interesting and well-rounded, well-developed character.
Right.
So yeah, at the cost of throwing Cross into a creative booking flux, so to speak, I'm gonna say that Joe wins the NXT title.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time something like that happened after a match in NXT, and funny enough, it was Cross, well, when Keith Lee a year ago, and now look. Anyways, Steven, who do you think's gonna win?
I mean, after what Joe got treated in the main roster, I would love him to win another world title, it seems, but Karrion Kross is gonna win.
Oh, 1-1 again. Mimi, who's your pick?
I would say Joe, because the way Vince booked Karrion, I don't see him Karrion title for that long anymore.
I see what you mean. Anyways, so I'm gonna make this 3-1 and go with Samoa Joe, because with Cross already on the main roster, you just know his time is coming inevitably. Unlike what happened with the War Raiders, where they had to drop the belt. That's not going to be happening here. Joe is inevitable.
You mean the
Please
Viking?
stop. Fucking stop it. I'm not even kidding. Dude.
The gay homosexual Randy Orton.
No, okay, both of you stop. We're in the more serious part of this shit, basically, because we're witnessing what could be the end of fucking NXT as we know it. So please, I want to keep some... Sorry, guys, I've been frustrated with the news about NXT because it's basically meant so much. Stop it, you! That's it. I'm kicking his ass when all's said and done.
No.
Okay.
Just... For real, though, NXT has meant so much to me, and just to see what's happening to it now... Hell, let me tell you guys something here. Yeah, and I'm going with Joe, like I said. Before we get into the next match. Even during my fucking days when I had chemistry labs in the fall of 2018 go on Wednesdays from 4 to 6:50, I would still fucking have, like, the WWE Network on in the background, basically. So if things were a little over, and I would just watch on my phone on the way home if we ever finished labs early that day, like before 6 o'clock or whatever. Because lo and behold, NXT still meant that much. Like, I couldn't miss it. Now, if this shit happens to it, then I may actually have to genuinely cut it. My time is valuable to me between this, all the other wrestling, all that gaming and stuff, spending time with my girlfriend. Just everything is so much more valuable to me. And just, I don't need that getting zapped. Hell, I still remember even watching parts of 205 Live and the Mae Young Classic that year. And my professor even noted my interest, that as I would have it on my phone and one button, like while I was working with my partners here and stuff. It was, oh god, I just missed those times. Oh, shit was so simpler. I always had so much fun with that stuff. Okay, guys, I've had enough reminiscing. Next match. Ooh, this one looks like fun. It's Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai for the NXT Women's Championship. So, at TakeOver Portland in February 2020, Raquel Gonzalez made her NXT debut, helping Dakota Kai defeat Tegan Nox. Over the following months, Gonzalez would accompany Kai to her matches, forging an alliance and becoming Kai's bodyguard. During the 2020 Women's War Games match at TakeOver War Games, Gonzalez picked up momentum after pinning reigning NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai. She then continued racking up victories with Kai by her side. Kai and Gonzalez then won the inaugural Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament, becoming the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team champions, but they lost the titles the same night they were awarded to them. Why have these champions and why have them lose in the same night? I don't know. Gonzalez then entered into a feud with Shirai and defeated her at TakeOver Stand and Deliver to win the NXT Women's Championship. On the July 27th episode of NXT, Gonzalez, with Kai by her side, issued an open challenge for the championship, but no one answered. Kai praised Gonzalez but attacked her from behind, turning Gonzalez's face in the process. Kai then said that she would challenge Gonzalez for the title, which was then scheduled for TakeOver 36. Boy, that took a very interesting turn, to be honest. If we look at the current reign that Gonzalez has had right now, she's had 136 days. You could say she's had a decent, long enough reign per se here, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. But it's kind of short compared to some of the mammoth reigns that Shayna, Asuka, and Io Shirai have had, basically. Compared to those mammoth runs, okay, maybe, yeah. Compared to those mammoth runs, it would probably seem a little earlier in hindsight to end it early, but if Dakota may or may not be, I'm not Dakota, if Raquel may or may not be getting called up anytime soon, you never know. Then again, Dakota Kai literally had matches on main event and was losing, and they were portraying her as a completely opposite character. They were portraying her as her older self in NXT when she was smiley baby face compared to what she was now. Compared to what she's doing now with her heel ring. It's like what happened when they briefly called up Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in early 2019. Despite the fact that those two were in one hell of a blood feud, yet they were portrayed as teaming babyfaces like DIY. No sense. I don't know. This match could go either way, really, but I'm not sure. Heidi, what you got?
I mean, if you presented me with this match before, the stereotype of, like, new champion, like, only a month or two into their reign, about to go up against a credible, but unlikely to win challenger, I'd say, look, you know, I'd like to see them as champion one day, but I feel like the story needs to be written a bit further. We're not in the final chapter yet of, you know, the title reign. But I'm thinking a bit differently with this one. I feel like as much as I love Raquel Gonzalez, well, not I haven't loved I haven't loved her to, you know, the extent I have recently, because, you know, before I was not such a fan of her, but she's really grown on me.
Good.
I don't think she needs a title. I really don't. I feel like she is, as you say, being groomed to go up to the main roster. And Dakota Kai, I have a soft spot for Dakota Kai. I love her look, I love her music. I just love everything about her. And I wouldn't be surprised if Dakota Kai got the win here. I mean, Raquel Gonzalez does seem main roster bound, and she seems like a perfect fit. And Dakota Kai has been waiting to get her just desserts ever since. But I don't think it's coming now. I feel like, you know, maybe Io Shirai gets into the mix, and then we'll have something. But also Starks, who knows? But for now, I think it's going to be Dakota Kai, and that is a bold prediction. But you know what? Team kick all the way.
Indeed. Steven?
I like these both women. You know, they're pretty good. You know, especially at War Games last year, we saw them kicking the other team's ass. You know, but who I think is gonna win? I gotta go with Raquel Gonzalez on this one.
You going with Raquel?
Yes.
Yes, Annette? Sorry, your mic's a little lower.
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, I see. I think I got that. So we're 1-1 again. Nimi?
I would go with Raquel.
So now 2-1. You know, we haven't had a 2-for-2 and there's a very good chance that Dakota could actually win, because the more I think about it, she really hasn't won a title in NXT, or aside from the women's belts, but a proper NXT Women's Championship reign never really properly lined up. I mean, if you think about it, she was always stuck in the shuffle because it was usually when the long dominating reigns are going on. But I think Raquel maybe might not have been that too much. So you know what? I'm gonna make it 2-2, and I'm gonna go with Dakota Kai on this one. Plus, I haven't had any risky predictions so far, so yeah. Alright, people, only 2 matches left. Okay, there it is. Now, hit the jingle, basically. Hit it. It's, wait. It's LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes for the $1 Million Championship. Oh, and, if Grimes loses, then DiBiase must become Knight's butler. Please stop, man. You did the shit earlier there. Did that earlier. So now I get fair game to do 3, 2, 1. Cameron Grimes! Okay, but for real, though, yeah, if he does lose, DiBiase must become Knight's butler. Ted DiBiase? Hey, what the hell? Okay, so TakeOver in your house. LA Knight defeated Cameron Grimes in a ladder match to win the vacant $1 Million Championship that had been reintroduced by WWE Hall of Famer and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. In the following episode of NXT, DiBiase formally presented the $1 Million Championship to Knight. After an emotional promo, Knight turned on and attacked DiBiase, who was saved by Grimes. In a video uploaded to WWE's YouTube channel, it was shown that Grimes had apologized to DiBiase for following the match at In Your House. Knight then defeated Grimes in a rematch at the Great American Bash. As per the stipulation of the rematch, Grimes became Knight's personal butler. Grimes, however, would annoy Knight during this time. DiBiase then returned, encouraging Grimes to go after the $1 Million Championship. During the August 10th episode of NXT, Knight agreed to defend the championship against Grimes at TakeOver 36, under the condition that if Knight won, DiBiase would replace Grimes as Knight's butler. Although Grimes was against it, DiBiase agreed to the terms. So this butler stuff between Knight and Grimes has actually been pretty amusing, to be perfectly honest. I've gotten a bit of a kick out of it and all, just to see Grimes try and undercut Knight whenever he was doing something there. Like, it was always pretty hilarious either way. I feel like this has actually even been more engaging than some of the other stuff going on here. Anyways, DiBiase is now potentially risking becoming, well, the Virgil tonight as the $1 Million Man of sorts. It's weird as that is. DiBiase in the position that Virgil was once in. Oof, that can't be pleasant. This should be an enjoyable match still, even if it is a rematch still. So who knows? Will Grimes overcome and save DiBiase from such humiliation? We'll just have to wait and see. Heedy, what you got, man?
I mean, on the surface, both these guys are really cool. But then again, I think one of them has a huge ass. And
Oh God, man, are you? What is with you?
I do like DILFs, so that's a few points in Cameron Grimes. Dude, where's my DILF?
Dude, you got a tattoo. Okay, let's not get there. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know who's gonna win this, like outright, because I don't know if they're gonna want to continue this. I mean, there's still legs in this, and honestly, this is sort of a situation, akin to Chekhov's gun, because you're giving us the possibility, the tantalizing possibility, that if DiBiase client Grimes loses, DiBiase himself must become, not Eli Drake's, LA Knight's butler, and maybe it could be like one last push for Cameron Grimes to save Ted DiBiase. I don't know. I think that's what I may be going with, and then again, do you get a bigger stage than the SummerSlam takeover? The SummerSlam takeover is like the main event of WrestleMania. I feel like this is NXT's WrestleMania. So do they pull the trigger now or do they wait? I mean, I don't know. If they're willing to wait until November, I'm willing to watch until November. But no, I think they'll wait until they have a bigger crowd. I think they can carry this out. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that night.
Ooh, bold. And what about you, Steven?
That's my asshole.
Ah, stop it, Steven. Who do you got? LA Knight. Okay, I see. Yeah, your mic's a little low, man, and I think it's getting drained out more here. I don't know. I have this a little low. Let me just. Okay, there. It's back to normal. Nimi, who do you got?
LA Knight.
I'm just gonna make this one a unanimous one, because if they're gonna drag this probably out, or rather keep it going, it's possible that then it could be a real, true moment in front of crowds, or even barely what they have. Because let's be honest, they've been stuck in that damn Capitol Wrestling Center for far too long. They can use it as their main base for shows and stuff, but like takeovers have not been held in proper arenas that they should. And just, it's kind of hurt it still. And that may still play a factor into the booking, so I'll pick LA Knight on this one. Okay. Short break happening with JD here before. Less than 4 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna hit refresh here with this. Oh wait, that was bad. Play that again. Sorry for the do-over, people, but we're live, man. We're live, pal. This is the match that does not have any background whatsoever, but... It still feels hard to talk about this without even realizing what's going on, or what could be hiding afterwards. It's Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Fall 1, traditional wrestling. Fall 2, street fight. Fall 3, if necessary, and it may actually go there more than likely, so be prepared. Fall 3, steel cage. No background information again, but I guess they've still decided to keep the O'Reilly and Cole program going for a while. It's worth noting that after this match, Adam Cole's contract will expire for NXT. Technically, he had it expired, like, I think around the Bash, but had worked a verbal agreement to basically work up until TakeOver 36. And basically, this could be his swan song for the brand as well. You may have noted recently that he said that his Twitch channel is not going anywhere. Given the edict that Vince McMahon, the hammer that Vince brought down on for all the Twitch channels, you really think he would give preferential treatment to someone like Cole, basically? Without anyone else, without pissing everyone else off, basically? Because they're like, well, why aren't you doing it for me then? It could cause problems. Plus, where else would he be able to do his Twitch stuff besides other companies as well? The edict is not in there for NXT wrestlers, so yeah. But even then, I think he's done just about really everything to do on the main, on NXT that there is. You think it'd be a lifer like Ciampa, but I don't know. I don't know, really. Quite frankly, Adam Cole still has a lot to give to the wrestling business. I still remember the promo he had against Cross saying, "You know what makes me special? When they ring the bell." And that this match, if the rumors are true, and that Cole leaves after this match, after his deal expires, and he decides not to negotiate a new deal, then this could very well be his swan song match for NXT. And it's sad, because I can remember when he debuted at TakeOver Brooklyn 3, I believe it was? Yeah, in the main event, when the Undisputed Era all formed entirely, and now look at that. Bobby Fish is gone, Roderick Strong's in another stable that's not going anywhere. O'Reilly, I don't know, and Cole, he could very well be on his way out. And in a way, this makes this match so damn bittersweet. And I was always a diehard fan of him from his debut in NXT up until this. It's gonna be sad if that actually turns out to be true, but I know he'll flourish elsewhere, because I don't see him having a shot on the main roster. I don't, sadly. With the recent edict that happened that may be bringing down the hammer for NXT, guys like Adam Cole will not thrive if NXT goes through this refresh that it may be going through. He will not thrive, and it makes me sad, quite frankly. Alright, Heaty, go on.
So, I find it interesting how Kyle O'Reilly picked the traditional wrestling match. I find it interesting how Adam Cole picked the street fight when there was stipulations that they both lost. Kyle O'Reilly won the street fight and Adam Cole won the traditional wrestling match. They want to outperform each other and beat each other at their own game. So in terms of falls, I feel like the first match will go to Kyle O'Reilly. I think the second fall will go to Adam Cole, and then there will be a third fall in the steel cage, of course. I don't know where CM Punk. CM Punk's
Elsewhere.
the big red retard. Yeah, I don't know where Adam Cole goes from here. he's got the world at his feet. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, if for my money at least. He could go anywhere he wants to and be an absolute star. He could go anywhere he wants to and be a world champion. Maybe not WWE's main roster because we know how they get treated there. But aside from that, he could be anywhere. He could be AEW world champion. He could be New Japan world champion. We've seen it with Will Ospreay. So it's wherever Adam Cole decides to go next. But Adam Cole usually the babyface wins her, and we've had so many Adam Cole feud wins that we already know Adam Cole is a pretty big effing deal. We know Kyle O'Reilly, still a pretty big deal, not as big as Adam Cole. This elevates him to the level of Adam Cole. He's still the tiniest bit underneath his shadow. Still not the lackey of the Undisputed Era, but a really good support member. This is his chance to shine, and I feel like this is where he really, shines as a in-ring single star. And maybe this is where we can finally. I mean, we've seen it with Finn Balor at Vengeance Day. Maybe this is where we see Kyle O'Reilly really, truly get into the NXT title picture and remain there by knocking off his former teacher, Adam Cole.
Right. So you're going with O'Reilly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Making sure there. 'Cause I was looking at something else and blinked out there. Steven?
I mean, I'm gonna miss Adam Cole in NXT if it's going, and who's really gonna carry this company? I mean, the only one I can think of, well, he's having a kid, he's gonna have a kid, but Johnny Gargano is the only one that's really gonna carry this show, I think. I'm gonna miss Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole all the time. Because when I got into NXT, it was that Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole feud.
Wow.
I love that feud, and now that Adam Cole is, probably moving to somewhere else, I'd love to see him go AEW. I mean, that's where his wife is.
You mean his girlfriend, not wife, but I wouldn't be surprised if they got engaged sooner rather than later.
Wife, girlfriend, something, well, you get the point. But who I think's gonna win? Yeah, Adam Cole's gonna put over Kyle O'Reilly in this one. So O'Reilly's gonna win.
I see. And Nimi, who you got?
I would say Kyle O'Reilly.
And I guess it's all unanimous for all four of us. I'm going with O'Reilly as well.
Oh,
but
so what I meant to say was,
no! Stop it! No. Don't you finish. Why, man? Why do you have to do this to me? Stop cheering me up! If you're trying to do this as cheering me up, it's just making me feel worse. But yeah, I'm going with O'Reilly on this one. Because quite frankly, the fact is, this is going to be the swan song for NXT, like I said, as we know it now. Hell, it might not even be taped, it might not even be live anymore. Or they're planning with taping stuff, and USA ain't happy with that. They're not happy with some of the ratings with all this stuff still. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if NXT entirely goes off of USA and goes on to the network / Peacock. Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain, but I feel bad because of all this stuff. It may even go back to being 1 hour in tape, which, with my current schedule plans for this semester, it might actually be better that it does, because then I can just watch from the Peacock app and not have to watch from the USA app, because I'm having trouble with apps on my phone at the moment, but I digress. Anyways, yeah, that's it. That's TakeOver there, and SummerSlam. Oh god, that was brutal, but it's done. We had fun with the mocking of the SummerSlam and going crazy, and it was kind of bittersweet for TakeOver. Either way, I don't know how many of us are still going to recover from this weekend, but yeah, we'll just see what happens. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining me. I want to thank Heathie, as always, for being here with me. Say bye, Heathie.
All work and no play makes a big black cock dough.
Stop it! Steven, I also want to thank you as well for being here with me.
Bye everyone, we'll see you for All Out.
Yes, All Out indeed.
Also, be sure to catch that. There might be a sneak peek for 2K, if you know what I mean.
Right. Anyways, and of course I want to thank my girlfriend Nimi as well for joining us. Anyways, you're always, by the way, my love, you're always going to be welcome back anytime on the podcast you want to join us. Just let me know, and we can work something out.
Alright.
Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for all of us here. Next pay-per-view on the card. Well, the next WWE pay-per-view is going to be Extreme Rules, but that's not going to be for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so weeks. And so the next pay-per-view we will probably see you at, for more than likely, is going to be All Out, which is going to be on September 5th. And if things play out like I think they may play out, if this is actually not too bad, we may do this live again. I don't know. Live stream can be a bit crazier, but I feel like this is probably easier at times than having to render stuff and put it together. Plus, it saves on my hard drive space and all, so I don't have to worry too much because I don't have a separate drive for video storage. But anyways, that's gonna do it for all of us here anyways. So take care, everybody, and I'll be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/coffeelover239 in about a few hours or so to live react to this with probably a couple of the people we have here and then some. So take care, everyone, and oh boy, bye for now.